All right, I am a politician.
Yeah! How can we tell?
And it's good to see you out here, folks. This does make a difference. Hi, Henry. How are you? All right. Good to be out here. Great to see you all out here. We all know what's wrong. Our hydro bills have gone wild. It's hurting everybody, but it's really hurting our most vulnerable people, our seniors that are on fixed income, lower income families that are struggling trying to raise young kids and pay the mortgage and just make ends meet. And there never seems to be enough money when you have a young family. I know that. My wife and I went through that. The bills are erratic in our office and every MPP's office in Ontario. Louder! Holy Jesus. Oh, louder when I'm facing it. All right, is that better? Okay.
Crank that thing out.
All right, we're talking about hydro, I think. So, in my office, we get more complaints about Hydro One than any other single subject. And there's lots of things that people are worried about and are having trouble with, but Hydro One is the biggest one, and we get erratic complaints of all kinds. Bills that go up erratically, aren't justifiable. We call and complain on behalf of some people and they'll put the bill back down but they to what it was, but never can they explain why. We don't know what, it's just totally without reason, it's irrational. The smart meters seem not to be working. People, the readings on the meters don't match the bills that people get in the mail, and people are just having a tough time affording these things. Already we have heard stories of people who haven't got enough money to pay the monthly bills. We've heard stories of people who have already given up their homes because between propane or gas, well propane especially has been bad, hydro bills, and just the general cost of living. And in a lot of parts of Ontario, high unemployment is a big problem. 500,000 people in Ontario are unemployed. How do they pay bills that go up the way hydro has? And we know it's going to go up more, the Liberals tell us. They're going to carry on building more solar panels and wind towers, and we can't afford them. We're subsidizing them. We're subsidizing them at a rate of up to 80 cents per kilowatt hour. And we just cannot afford that. No other country in the Western world is carrying on with solar and wind, but we are in Ontario. Kathleen Wynne thinks we're going to save the world. We're going to stop climate change, which is a pretty questionable thing whether we even have it. I would say it's not too warm here today. If we get elected, when we get elected, we have a minority government, and protests like this can hurry up that process, so it does make a difference that you're here. It's happening all across Ontario. What we're saying to the Liberal government is we can't handle it anymore. We can't pay these bills anymore. And if it goes up every year at about 10% a year, which they tell us it will, that we're all going to be losing our homes and we're going to get poorer by the year. And that's just not the way Ontarians should have to live. Be afraid that they're not going to be able to afford their retirement, pay their bills, and get along. If we elect a PC government, we will cancel the Green Energy Act. There's going to have to be something done with Hydro One and OPG because we just can't afford an organization that has 12,300 people making over $100,000 a year. They're too fat an organization. They're a bloated organization.
A housekeeping moment. Police have asked the people to come off the road.
Oh. Police have asked people to back off the road a bit, please. So back off the street if you would, off Carling Avenue. So Hydro One has become a monstrous organization, so has OPG. They're very inefficient, very expensive. So I would suggest to you, what would you think if we privatized Hydro? What would you think if we broke Hydro One up into little pieces and let competition take place in the private? Who's for privatization of hydro? All right, democracy works. It's done.
Analog meters, so we don't get microwaves every day. That is what's important. The bills don't go.
All right, the question this lady said, are we going to get rid of smart meters? Right?
If the bills don't,
we will get rid of smart meters. We will. Well, they're not working.
They're not smart.
They work. They're not working.
They're working to microwave us to death, so if the bills don't
Well,
get
there's
us,
a health
our
problem.
cancer will.
What kind of microwaves?
Microwave.
Microwave.
Those meters are designed to microwave and blast us with microwaves 24/7
right.
in our own home.
They're unhealthy because of microwaves. Anyway, hydro is badly managed. In this province, we have all kinds of sources of energy. We have availability of gas. We have nuclear, which does a really good job, and it's cheap. Right now, we bend our nuclear plants off and blow steam off the air rather than run generators so that we can take the electricity from wind and solar instead, because it's first priority. Now that's wrong. And we subsidize production of that electricity and then sell it cheap to the Americans and Quebec, and we lose millions of dollars on that. At any rate, people, we're hoping we have an election soon. Let's elect a PC government, and we will make Ontario better.